Good morning. Welcome. Hi, my name is Kelly, and this is Maxwell. Good morning. How is everyone? Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being patient while I got my studio going this morning. So today's class, today's program, we will activate, stretch, and release muscles in the body. We'll start off on our mat, on our back, get a block, and get comfortable, and let's get started. Let me get a block so that I can show you how blocks can be useful in practice. Do you need to go out? I'll let you out. All right, here we go. Bye, Maxwell. Go see what the boys are doing. All right, so let's get started on our back. Come to lie down on your back and reach your arms overhead and stretch. Reach, and reach the legs out. Spread your fingers, point your toes, and then slide your feet onto the floor. Tip your knees over to the right and then to the left. The back of your head on the floor flat. Tipping from side to side, just warming up the hips and the glutes for a moment with just that movement of knee side to side. Then bring your knees into your chest and stretch the lower back. You can rock a little bit from side to side, flex your feet. All right, that's not working today. Great. All right, so now place your feet on the floor, palms on the floor, and lift your hips up and then lower down. So a little glute activation before we begin. Do that again. Let's do that 8 times. This 2, lift up. 3, press into your feet. 4, and you can press your hands into the floor. Press your shoulders down into the mat. 5, do it again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I know we said we were going to do 8. And release. Bring your right knee into your chest. Rotate your right foot around one direction. And then rotate the opposite direction. Extend out the right leg and bring your left knee in. And rotate your foot one direction. And then the other. The other way. Then bring both knees into your chest. Hug the legs in. The knees 90 degrees, hands behind your ears, elbows pressed back away from or towards the floor. Lift your shoulder blades up off the mat just a bit, enough to fill the blades, just a little space between the blades. Now tip your right elbow to your left knee and extend the right leg. And then center up again. And then extend the left leg, left elbow to right knee, and then center up. So we're going to do that again, side to side, alternating. Look at your knees, extension of the leg, reach the elbow over, activating the core muscles, warming up the body. Press your lower back into the floor, extension, and then knees together. Extension, knees together. Do it again. Tap, Knees together, tap. Knees together, do it again. Do it. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then extend the legs out on the floor, arms reach overhead, stretch. Grab your knees and roll up. Come onto your hands and your knees. Scoot to the middle of your mat and look at your hands, spread your fingers apart. And get your knees underneath your hips. Press the top of your feet into the floor. All right, press into the floor. And lower your belly towards the mat, arching the spine, cow pose. Then round the spine up into cat. Spread the blades apart, rounding the back, lifting up as high as you can, and then lower down. Look forward as you inhale. Exhale as you round the spine. Press the floor and press your hands into the floor like you're going to split the mat apart. Then lower down. Now you're pressing the hands like you're going to pull them in towards each other. Press your feet into the floor. Round your spine up. And then inhale. Last time, exhale, round the spine. Neutral spine, a little lateral flexion. Look over at the side of your leg or the ankle. Yep. And then do the other side. Check it out. Over to the other side. Let's do that one more time on each side. Look at your ankle on the side, and then the other. And then neutral. Reach the right arm and stretch that arm out straight. Pull your abs in right there. Set your hand down. Reach your left arm. Press into the hand. Pull your abs in. And then set that down. Extend out your right leg. Stretch it out away from you. Don't lift it up high. Just stretch it out straight. Keep your toes, or flex your foot, and then bring the ball of the foot, toes down to the mat, and press into the mat and get a good stretch in your calf muscle right there. And then set your knee down, opposite side. Extend that leg, tuck your toes, press the floor away, pushing into, or extending the leg, stretching the back of the leg, the calf, pressing the heel away from you. Good. Now set the knee down and walk your hands forward about a handprint, tuck your toes, lift your knees, downward facing dog, and breathe. So first downward facing dog, start to pedal your heels right and left. Keep your fingers spread and actually claw the mat with the fingertips. Walking your heels. Lift up your right leg and stretch it out, 3-limb dog. Your toes facing down, look back behind you. Maybe you can see your toes up there in the air. Now bring the knee in, shift forward as you do that, and just have the knee come in towards your nose or your knee. Your knee coming towards your nose or your chin, and then lift up again, 3-limb dog. So keep your hips high, bring the knee in and hover. So knee right towards the chin, and then lift up. Do that one more time, bring it in, and keep your hips high. Place your foot on the floor wherever it lands. Use your hand to bring it forward more. Then set your knee down. Coming into a lunge position. Bring your hands to your thighs. Place your left hand on top of your right hand and shift the hips forward. Getting a nice hip flexor stretch right there. Looking forward, chin neutral. Then bring your hands to the floor first and then shift your hips back. You can use a block right here if you have one. Place it right there on the side of your leg for support. Little arm length right there, flex your foot. Holding one more breath. And then exhale, place your foot on the floor. hands on the floor. Lift up that right foot, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Lift your left leg, lift the left leg up straight. 3-limb dog. Push the floor away. Abs in. Look back. Can you see your toes? Now bring the knee in, shift forward, hover the leg. Knee comes towards the chin. Then lift up. Inhale. Exhale. Bring it in. Chin towards, or knee towards your chin. And lift up. One more time. Bring it in, shift, step your foot to the floor gently, knee on the mat, and then look forward. Place your right hand on top of your left hand in a low lunge position, getting a good flexor stretch right there in your hips. Shoulders relaxed, looking forward, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Now place the hands on your block or on the mat and shift the hips back, flexion of the foot. Draw the hip under and press your heel down into the mat, stretching the hamstring. Creating more mobility in the hips and the knees with the stretch. Now place your foot on the floor, hands on the mat, and come into downward facing dog. Pedal your heels right and left. Lift your right leg up, inhale. And bring that knee in, shift forward, round your back. Pull those abs in and then lift up, 3-limb dog. 2 more times. Bring it in, shift forward, knee right towards your chin. 1 more time. This time around, stretch, and place your foot wherever it lands. Set your knee down. This time, reach your arms up. So opening up the body a little bit more, creating a little more range of motion. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, flex your foot, and shift your hips back. Hips. Hamstring stretch. Set your foot down, inhale and reach up. Exhale, place your hands down, flex your foot. 1 more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Shift your hips back, flex your foot. Now let's add on to this. Shift, lift your knee, walk your hands to the back foot, or the foot in the back of your mat, and then walk it to the front. Do that again. So long or wide leg stance, walking it over, and then walk it to the front. Turn your body, hands on the mat, lift up, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, inhale. 3 times, knee in, hover, knee toward to your chin, and then lift up. Do it again. Knee in, and lift up. Look back, look at your toes. This last time, hold, lifting up the hips, that leg, and step your foot forward. Set your knee down. Movement based this time. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana, and then Ardha Hanumasana, half split. Press your heel down into the floor. And then reach up, inhale, we'll do 3 of these. Exhale, half split. Flex your foot. Press your heel down. Inhale and reach. Exhale, flexion, half split. Now the add on. Long edge of the mat, lift up your right knee, then walk it back to the rear foot, to the back of the mat, and then walk it forward. Press into your feet the entire time. So don't let your feet lift up as you move over to the other side. This last time, turn, pivot, hands on the mat, lift up your left foot, downward facing dog. And breathe. Lift your right leg up, inhale. And then bring your knee in, 3 times. Shift forward, round your back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. This time we're going to come into a high lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Step your right foot to the mat. Look forward. You can bring your right hand onto the thigh, left hand on the top of the hand of the right hand, and look forward. So stabilize. Get yourself set up. Knee over ankle. Stretch out that back leg. Tuck your toes under. Look forward. Pull your shoulders back. Good. Nicely done. Inhale, reach your arms up. Similar. Exhale, place your hands on the floor or a block. And then shift your hips back. Look back behind you. Hamstring stretch. Keep your foot on the floor. Then bend your knee. Look forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down. Straighten the forward leg. Straighten the back leg. Look back behind. Look forward. Inhale and reach up. Now let's go to the long edge of the mat. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk it to the center all the way to the other foot. Crisscrossing your hands as you go over to the other side. Do it again to the rear. And then back to the front. And now let's turn and add on. Coming into side plank. So you're going to slide your right foot into the center and use that prop this first time, this first go round, reaching up, stretch. Press into the edge of your foot out there. Lift up your hips. Nicely done. Exhale, bring your right hand to the floor. Look down, lift up the right foot, downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale. 3 times, knee in towards your chin or nose, and then lift up. When you bring the knee in, shift forward, and then lift up. This last time, you'll bring your foot to the mat right beside your thumb, or as close to it as you can anyway. Left hand onto your thigh, right hand on top of the left hand, and look forward. Set up. Extend the back leg straight. Shoulders rolled back, looking forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and reach. And then exhale, bring your hands down to the floor or the block. Block's nice, useful here as we're warming up. Arm lengtheners, straighten the forward leg, keep the back leg straight. So you're actually reaching that heel towards the floor. Now bend the knee. Inhale, reach your arms up, flexors. Exhale, reach the hands down, and then look back behind you, straighten the forward leg. Bend your knee. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, bring the hands down, straighten the forward leg. Then bend the knee so you're in a lunge position, coming to the long edge of the mat. Walk it, crisscross your hands, walking into the back of the mat, and then crisscross, coming forward. Do that again. Lunge, warming up the inner thigh muscles. Bring it back, and then turn. Here's your side plank. Press into your right hand, slide your left foot to the center. Go to the edge of your right, and reach the arm up. Open up your body to the side. Good. Look up. Breathe. Take another breath. Then exhale, look down. Extend that left leg back straight. Downward facing dog. Back to the beginning. Here we go. All right, let's test our downward facing dog, meaning the length of it. Shift forward into plank. If you have to move your hands or your feet, then you're a little short with the downward facing dog. So here, plank, inhale. Exhale, flat body, pull your abs in. Now, our flat back. Press into the hands, lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Don't move your hands or your feet. Inhale, right leg, lift it up 3 times. Bring that knee in. Shift, bring the knee in, lift the leg up. Bring that knee in, shift, and then lift up. Last time, this time, place your foot or Bring that foot right beside your right thumb, or as close to it as possible. Inhale, reach your arms up straight. If you need to brace by putting your hands on your thighs, do that. Then exhale, bring your hands down to your sides. Pick your shoulders up and roll them back. So do that one more time, 2 more times. Then reach up, set your heel down, warrior 2. Look forward over the front hand, like right over that middle finger. Shift your knee forward, knee over ankle. So actually resist against letting the knee drop in. Press that knee out. Turn your right palm up, and then reverse warrior. Dancing warrior moves from warrior 2 to reverse, and then side angle. So you can stay here nicely, reaching the arm up. If we use the block, first let's reverse this. Then to use the block, you'll reach over, side angle, put that block right on the inside of your foot, and you can move it to a different height. Reach the opposite arm up. Reverse. Up and over. Reach the arm over the ear. Then exhale, side angle. Right there. Look up towards the ceiling, or you can look down. One more time. Reverse. And then exhale, hand to the block or the floor. Actually move the block. Skandasana, lunging from side to side. So walk your hands crisscross, coming to the front and then to the back. Do it again. And this time, turn. And here's our side plank. So press into the floor. Bring the left hand so that your thumb lines up with your big toe. So your wrist is a little forward. You get a little slight angle of the shoulder to wrist. Now go to the edge of your foot, stack or prop up, side plank, or stack your legs. Open your body to the side and breathe. Arm over the ear. Inhale and reach. Then place your right hand on the floor. Look at the mat. Downward facing dog. Reach the left leg up. 3-limb dog. Knee in towards your chin or nose 3 times. 3. Inhale. 2. Inhale. 1. Step your foot right beside the left thumb. And inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Bring the hands to your sides, or arms to your sides. Lengthen the back leg, pick the shoulders up and roll them back. Up and roll them back. One more time. Exaggerate the motion. Hold that back and reach up. Set your left heel down, open up warrior 2. Dancing warrior. Press your feet into the floor like you're gluing them into the mat. Knee in the front over the ankle. Shift that knee out. Palm facing down to begin with. Then turn your palm up and reach up and over, side angle. Stretching out the front body, flexing the back, that back side, and then sweep over, side angle. Reach up and over, and you can get your block ready for the next position. Reverse, press your feet down, don't forget that, knee over ankle in the front, and then side angle. Use your block. Reach the arm up and over the ear, and reverse. Let's do that one more time. Side angle. Long edge of the mat. Skandasana, lunging from side to side. So your feet go parallel with each other. Walk it, and then bring it back. Turn it around, facing the front of the mat. Side plank, hand on the floor, go to the edge of your foot. Prop in the center, or stack your legs, press into your hand, unfold the arm, or reach the arm up, breathe. Lift your hips. Now look down, place your hand on the floor, downward facing dog. Pedal your heels right and left. Shift forward into plank, come all the way down to the mat. all the way. Place your forehead down, tops of the feet on the floor. Reach the left arm forward, flex your right at the right knee, reach back and grab your foot for a quad stretch. You can set your forehead down on your forearm, lengthening the quadriceps fibers, that muscle, large muscle in the front of the thigh, breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to hold it for long enough that you can add or create a stretch or lengthen that muscle, the muscle fibers, creating mobility in the hips, low back, and hamstrings. Take one more deep breath in, and then exhale. Now release that foot, bring it all the way down, and let's change sides. So right forearm on the mat, put your forehead down for a moment, then lift up, flex your left, or bend at the left knee, reach back and grab your foot, and then lower your head to the floor and pull your heel to your glute. Breathing in and breathing out. Abs in. Contract the abs even though you're just laying on the floor and you're stretching the quad. Inhale. Exhale. Now let that go. Extend the legs out straight. Come up onto your forearms into Sphinx pose. Palms on the floor, press into the fingertips, and claw the mat. So engage the arms, lift the abs, pull the navel away from the floor. Inhale. And then also think about your feet back there. Press your feet into the floor, the top of your feet. Breathing in and breathing out. Strengthening your posture muscles, the back, the core. Good. Now start to lower down. Slide your hands in. Tuck your toes. Lift up and come into child's pose. Separate your knees. Bring the big toes together and sink your glutes down to your heels. Reaching your arms forward. Bring the forehead down. Then walk your hands over to the right. So your body kind of comes over on top of the right thigh. You can turn your head to the right. And lift and walk your hands forward. Now walk over to the other side. All right, there. Reaching the arms, full side body stretch. Turn your head to the left just slightly. Lift your head, walk your hands forward. Lift up, tuck your toes, knees up, downward facing dog. Nicely done. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Repeating our movement. 3 crunches, knee into nose, chin, shift. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale this time, step your right foot beside your right thumb. Inhale, reach your arms up, crescent pose. And then open up, warrior 2. Arm forward, arm back. Look back behind you this time. And get your knee over your ankle in the front, so look forward. Then look back. Sweep the hand down, place the hand on the back of your knee and reach the opposite arm up and over. Feel the stretch. And then sweep over, side angle. Use your block right here. Like that. And reach the arm up. Open the body to the side. Shift that knee over your ankle. Look up and then look down. Press into that forward foot smoothly. Reach up and over. Reverse. Side angle. Reverse. Do that one more time, side angle, and then long edge of the mat, Skandasana. And we'll add on right here. Walk your hands to the front, the right foot, and to the back, the left foot, then to the center. Wide, standing wide fold, wide angle fold. Draw your elbows in towards each other and try to walk your hands between your feet. Let your head drop and relax. Move the shoulders away from the ears though. So you're engaging the shoulders, press your hands into the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. And maybe you can bring your feet out wide enough that your head comes closer to the floor but just hovers, your feet pressing down. You should be feeling the strength in your inner thigh muscles right here, pressing down. Lift your inner arches of your feet. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Now inhale, lift up halfway, bend your knees, turn your heel in, walk to the front of the mat, side plank. So press into the floor, prop up in the center or stack your legs right there. Open up to the side. Good. Then exhale, place your hand on the floor, lift up your hips, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, inhale. Other side, knee in 3 times, 3-limb dog. Exhale, knee in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee in. Place your foot beside your thumb, crescent pose. Bring it up. Get your block ready. Inhale, reach. Then exhale, arms down, reaching forward and back. Put your heel down, warrior 2. Knee over ankle in the front, look back. Right hand comes down, touches the back of the knee, left arm up and over. Keep that knee over the ankle in the front. Bring it over, side angle. Reach, up and over. Maybe you come to the block, bring your hand to the block or the floor. Reverse. Pressing your feet down into the floor. Side angle. One more time. Reverse. And then side angle. Skandasana. Lunge from the back of the mat to the front of the mat. The back and then the front. And then land in the center, hands on the floor. So first flatten your back, widen your feet. So setting up before you actually lower down all the way, right? So I'll turn and face you right here. So you stay where you are, and I'm just turning and facing you, so my back isn't to you. Press your feet into the floor. Set up first before you lower down all the way, right? So pressing down into your feet, lift the inner arches, walk or let your head come down between the legs. This time with your arms or your hands, reach for your ankles. It just allows you get a little more strength right there, pressing into the floor, inner thighs, hamstrings. Let's strengthen the legs going on here. Ankles, feet, toes. Breathe in, breathe out. Take another breath. And then bring it out, breathe out. Hands on the floor, then walk it to the front of the mat. And then come into downward facing dog. Breathe. Nicely done. Shift forward, plank. Lower down all the way to the mat. Right there. Splat. Salambhasana, locust pose. Reach your arms to your sides. Palms facing up. Put your forehead down. I want you to look down the whole time. Don't look forward. So you keep the back of the neck straight. First, lift the arms. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Lift your head. Lift the legs. And reach the arms. And maybe you can bring the hands together and reach the palms towards each other. Lift the arms away from the floor. Strengthening the back body. Breathe in. Lift the legs. Now lower all the way. Stack your forearms and put your forehead down for a moment. Salambasana. Put your forehead down first. Arms to your side. Lift up your head. This time let's do it a little bit differently. Let's have some movement. So dynamically lift up the body, reach the arms, bring the arm, turn your palms down as you reach the arms to the sides, and then reach forward all the way. And then reach to the sides like a T, then back to your sides. Turn the palms facing up. Then hover the hands, the back of the hands over the lower back. Look down the whole time. Reach out, turn the palms, reach forward. This time bring your hands hovering over the head. Lift the head, reach forward, out, turn the palms, hover the lower back. One more time, bring it forward, reach, turn the palms forward and hover and bring the arms to the mat and release. Turn your head one direction and breathe. Lift your head and turn your head the other direction. Lift your head, slide your hands, tuck your toes, lift up, child's pose. Separate your knees, bring the big toes together. Shift the hips back all the way to the heels, push them to the floor. If this is uncomfortable for your knees, put your forearms down and just kind of lift up the hips and move your chest towards the floor in puppy dog pose. Now lift your head and look forward, coming into downward facing dog. Lift up your knees, and let's go through the warrior series one more time, and then we'll come to the mat for seated stretches. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Good, 3 times, knee in, right there. Knee to nose. So you're looking back the whole time, by the way. Knee to nose, and then lift up. Knee to nose, and then bring your foot to the floor. Crescent pose. Do something different. Inhale and reach the arms up. Let's twist. Hands to your heart. Shift forward. Turn your torso. Turn your shoulders. And look to the side. Inhale, reach up. Set your heel down. Warrior 1 or warrior 2. Then reverse warrior. Inhale. Knee over the ankle in the front. Side angle. Use your block. Fingertips to the floor maybe. Reach the arm over your ear. Straighten your sides. Now reverse. Let's do that 3 times. And side angle. Right there. Reverse. Side angle. Reach the arm over the ear. Now skandasana to the back of the mat. Bring the hands all the way over to that foot. And then bring it to the front, center, and fold. Do something different. Grab your ankles, or you can reach your hands through, palms facing down. Relax the shoulders, straighten your legs. Then walk the hands between the feet again. Move it around, spin your heel back, side plank. Stack your legs or kickstand with that foot in front, right arm up. Nicely done. Then exhale, right hand to the floor, face the mat, downward facing dog. Square up your body to the mat. Pedal your heels a couple of times. Second side, left leg up. And shift forward, knee under chest, hover, look at your knee, then lift the leg, look at your foot back there. Then bring it in, shift, one more time, extend up. This time, bring it in, step your foot beside your thumb, inhale, crescent pose. Bring it up. Lengthen the back leg, knee over the ankle in the front, you got it. Hands to your heart. Before you twist, hinge forward first. Keep your back straight. Turn your shoulders or your torso. Straighten the back leg. Ball of the foot underneath the heel or the heel on up. Good. Nicely done. Inhale, reach up, and you're going to go ahead and set your right heel down. Warrior two. Press your feet down. Glue them into the ground. Reverse. Side angle. Flow smoothly and flowing with your breath. Feel that inner thigh stretch in the front. Side angle. Just one more of those. Reverse. And then side angle. Skandasana. Side to side. And then center, hands right in the middle. Before you lower your head, set up. Press your feet, toes, inner arches lifting, and then lower. Elbows in, hands between the feet. Grab your ankles or turn your palms down right between the feet or underneath the body. Breathe, relax the neck, but move the shoulders away from the ears. Straighten your legs, press your feet down, take another breath, and then exhale, walk your hands forward, lengthen the spine, walk it in, turn, right hand on the floor, side plank, edge of your foot, extend the leg, reach up, good job. Now exhale, hand to the floor, downward facing dog, and then set your knees down. Child's pose. Big toes together. Shift your hips back. Forehead on the mat. Reach your hands this time for your feet. Grab your ankles or your heels. Good job. Now walk the hands beside onto the mat and lift up. Hands on the mat and in table position. Okay, so bring your right leg up, or lift your right knee, extend the right leg straight. Now bring that knee in towards your chin, just like we've been doing, and cross. Bring the leg on the other side of the left leg. So I just cross my legs. Shift the hips back, reach the arms, stretching the hips. Lower back. Now let's do the other side. So shift, bring that knee in like we were doing the crunches earlier, and then set the right knee down. Left leg. Bring the knee in, extend that leg out straight, then bring it in all the way, cross that leg over, bring it on the other side, shin on the floor, push into the floor, and bring the hips back. Glutes towards your heels, press your feet into the floor, reaching the arms. Dhammakasana, facing the mat. Or cow face pose. All right, so now lift up and bring that leg in, extend that leg out straight. Nicely done. Set your knee down. Coming onto your feet. Parallel your feet and fold over. Reach your arms behind, clasp your hands. My feet are separated about hip width. Reach the arms away from your back, shoulders away from the ears, tip your head over, crown of the head facing the floor. So don't look down, look through the legs. And then straighten your legs as much as you can. Take one more breath. And exhale, unclasp your hands, slide the hands down the back of your legs, hands to the floor. This time, turn your toes out and bend your knees, Malasana. So when you come into Malasana, what will happen is your knees will tip in, but I want you to energize the pose by bringing your knees the same direction as your toes, like that. And then look forward. Elbows at the inner thighs or the inside of your knees. Lift up your heart. So if you have a block, place the block about an arm length away from you. And then place your hands on in between the block and you. Hands on the floor. Spread your fingers. Now lift your hips. Crow pose or crane pose. Prep. Lift up. So look at the block. Press. Just a focal point. Now lift up your right foot and set it down. Left foot and set it down. How's that going for you today? Set your heels down. Look forward. Malasana. Let's forward fold. Hands on the floor. Lift up your hips. Look back behind you. When you lift up the hips and fold your feet, bring them parallel. Relax. Reach for your elbows. So hands off the floor and sway to the right leg and then sway to the left leg. Now try to sway with a little rotation to the side of your leg and then sway to the other side. But keep pressing down into your feet. Sway over and then the other way. Good. Release the elbows, hands to the floor, turn your toes out. Malasana. So get your knees going the same direction as your toes. Right there. Right? All right. So let's try. You can practice that. The more practice, of course, the better you get at this. This is a power pose. It's such a accessible pose for most people. It just takes practice. Maybe move your block away a little bit further so that your focal point is slightly forward. Key thing is you need to gaze forward. Hands on the floor. Lift up your hips. Get your knees into your upper outer arms and squeeze around your back. Press into your fingertips. Gaze forward. Lift up your right foot, left foot. Pull your toes, heels to your glutes. And then set your feet down. Nicely done. All right, so let's forward fold. Hands on the floor. Lift up your hips. Reach the arms behind you. Clasp, knuckles away. Shoulders away from the ears. Bring the hands down, back of the legs, hands on the floor. And then this time, let's just sit on the mat. So use your hands, sit down comfortably, extend your legs out. Move the block out of the way. Extend your legs out straight, sit up tall. Right foot to the inner thigh of your left leg. This knee comes out to the side. And let's just take a twist right here. Hand on the outside of the leg, look over the shoulder. Press your left thigh down. So this thigh pressing down, or I'm sorry, the calf allows you to turn a little bit more. And then look forward. Place the right foot on the outside of your left knee. And then keep your legs straight or create more of a bind by bringing your heel to your glute. Keep pressing down into this foot and press down this leg. So engage the lower leg and turn your body. And as you turn, keep pressing the leg down and look behind you. And breathe. You can rotate if you want to. If you want to get a little more of a bind and a little more rotation, elbow to the outside of your leg. Pull that leg into your body. And then look forward. Nicely done. Let's change sides. So first, extend the legs out, slap it out. And then place the left foot on the right thigh. Flex your foot, press this leg down, and then turn. Hand on the outside of your leg, using that as resistance to get a little more rotation. press this leg down right here. And then look forward. Lift the left knee and pick that foot up, put it on the other side of your knee. Line up the ankle with your knee right there. Grab the leg, pull it in, and turn. Keep that leg straight, or sweep the leg in. Get your body centered up on your glutes. Keep pressing into this foot. Press this leg down. Grab your leg and turn. And if you want to create more of a bind, you'll just turn your palm back like that and rotate. So this just pulls your leg in closer, but keep your glute on the floor. Don't lift that glute up. Press that right leg down. Breathe. One more deep breath in. Exhale. Now look forward and extend your legs out straight. Slap them out. And now let's lower down to your forearms, gently coming down to your spine, to your back. And just like we did in the beginning, tip your knees right and then left. Place your right ankle on your left knee and supine pigeon pose. Reach your hands through, grab the hamstring, pull the leg in, and you can press this right knee away. Flex your foot. Back of the head on the floor. Lower back on the floor, abs in. Relax the shoulders. The spine, the hips. Keep your ankle where it is. Place your left foot on the floor. And now just tip the knees over to the right as you bring the arms to the side to balance. Turn your gaze to the left. So ankle on the outside of your knee, looking over. So you guys, this is your active recovery day. If you worked out yesterday with doing strength or cardio training, always have a day of active recovery, and you know, more movement is better than in recovery than just being stationary all day long. So even when we finish class here today, I'll go and do work on my computer standing up and then try to get a walk in, depending on the weather, right? Lift your knees. Now let's change sides. Supine pigeon pose on the other side. So level your hips first, then place your left ankle on your right knee. Lift it up. Reach your hands through, threading around, grabbing the hamstring. Pull the leg in and then press the leg away. Flex your feet. Then release, place your right foot on the floor, keep the ankle where it is, arms to the sides, tip your knees over to the left. So you're on the insole of your right foot and you're using that left ankle to kind of tug against the knee and pull it across more and get a good stretch through the hip and IT band right there. Look over to the right. So you did a great job just showing up today. I appreciate that. Our first yoga session for 2021, I have to say. I appreciate you showing up. And your body appreciates you too. And then lift up. All right, so now bring the knees into your chest, hug the legs in, flex your feet. And rock from side to side. Final pose, happy baby. All right, let's do that. Finishing on our wonderful note. Reach there for your feet, knees to the outside of your shoulders. Basically, this is your malasana, or your squat position, on your back. And you can rock from side to side, big or small, whatever you feel like you want to do right now. Just a little movement, happy baby, feeling fresh and ready for the day. Thank you for doing this. Grab your knees or grab behind your calves or your hamstrings and roll up or roll to the side and come up. And let's close class together. Bring the hands together and to the edge of bring the thumbs to the forehead, the mind's eye. Relax the shoulders. In thanks and in gratitude. Then bring the edge of the hands to the heart. Bowing your chin. The light in me honors the light in you. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. Namaste. Have a great one. Let me know if you did this live or did the recording and what you thought. Thanks so much. Also, let me know if you have any questions as we head into this next year. All right? Bye. Take care.